lover of music,
alone in my mother's
and an experienced hiker. 21-year-old Riley Zickel set out on an overnight hike by himself on July 27, 2016.
Well, Riley was an avid outdoorsman, and he called himself a woodsman. And he loved to solo backpack.
He was reported missing just a few days later.
Could you relay to SARCOM that we are starting our task?
And for more than a week, more than 300 search crews scoured more than 350 square miles of forest land, hoping to find the Portland hiker. After a week, the search was called off, and for 3 years, his dad, Robin, was left wondering what happened.
For me, I was trying to get used to the idea of not knowing what happened. And I believe you can learn to live with loss, but I don't think I was able to learn to live with not knowing.
3 weeks ago, hikers had located a body, but the terrain made it difficult to get to him. Robin didn't know if it was him, but had hope.
Well, we weren't really sure that that was Riley because we hadn't seen any evidence and we hadn't seen photos. They were able to recover his phone, and they figured out that it was his phone.
Yesterday at Mount Jefferson, search crews were able to bring him back down off the mountain. It's a little closure and an answer of what happened to his son 3 years ago.
Lover of music, Riley's body is still with the medical examiner's office. His dad says it'll be a few more weeks before he's able to bring him back home. Back to you guys.
Glad that family can get some closure. Devin, thank you.